Good morning, everybody. This is your girl, Bella J. It is Sunday morning chit chat. Yay! We are back. What's on my mind? I have no clue. Stay tuned. What have I been doing? Cutting up jeans. Literally cutting them up. I cut up my jeans and I cut up my daughter's jeans, and I have denim material, and I want to make a jacket out of this since right now trying to save some money. I definitely need a winter coat. I need winter boots, and I left my original Calvin Klein jacket that I had, this black one, in Bermuda. So plus I needed to get rid of it. But now I have jeans, and I brought home my blazer from work, which I cut up the sleeves, and I want to utilize that as a template to make a denim jacket. If you have a sewing machine, I believe, even though I'm a work in progress and I make quilt strips, like I'm quilting, I'm learning the ins and outs about that. You can make your own things. I've made pajama pants, I've made shorts, I've made shirts out of a pattern, I've resized men's shirts. So there's no reason why you can't experiment with your sewing machine. I felt tongue-tied. So with this, making a two-tone denim jacket, perfect. Why not? Why not? Think about it. Really. I learned how to put in a zipper on my own. Watching how many videos? I did this on my own. That looks great. There's practice makes perfect. If you have old children's clothes and you want to create a memory quilt, then you could put that in YouTube and learn how to cut up the material, cut up the shirts and the clothing and the baby blankets and make a new, like a binky, a memory quilt for your child, for a relative, for grandma, something, anything. You can make a doll's quilt. You could do anything you want. Table runners, placemats, tablecloths, sheets if you wanted to for your bed. I think the list is endless, and what better way to utilize your time, especially when you're feeling funky, than to cut up fabric. I cut up those pants, and even though a seam ripper, I jagged it into my cuticle. You can't see it, but it was right there on that, and I saw the stars. I could not believe I did that. But it was refreshing. It's like sewing scraps together that don't make sense, just sewing pieces together. Not really worrying about color matching, but I do the process of quilting as a means to practice seam allowance, an evenness. Hold that thought. My practice of sewing the quilts is to practice seam allowance. Learning not to be fearful of a thin strip. There's different widths. The sewing machine, it's like knitting and crocheting. A pattern is only a guideline, as Sharon V, the Bronx knitter, would say. And once you understand the pattern, then you could tweak it to fit your needs. For me, it was actually the opposite. I just felt like sewing scraps together for the heck of it, and it was soothing. It's comforting. And funny enough, though, when I had the sewing machine in the living room, if I couldn't go to sleep, I would go to the living room and just start sewing for the heck of it. Which means, and I'm remembering now as I'm talking with you, that when I get my place, I need to have the sewing machine outside of my room. I need it not to be in my room, because my room is a place to decompress, to sleep. I don't want the sewing machine right there. It's gonna sit there in my face, egging me, sew those scraps. You saw it, just sew it. It's gonna be talking to me. Y'all know how it is as a crafter. When you can't sleep, you just start sewing, crocheting, knitting, embroidery. cross stitch, whatever it is you do. Even a painter, whether you paint, you sculpt, you're into mechanics, when you can't sleep, you go to your passion, you go to what calls, and you just let your hands go at it. And that's what kind of it is. I am working on, let's not even go there. We're working on organizing my room. It looks like a poop hole. I was about to say shithole. Excuse my French. It really does. Halloween, brand new lipstick, Wet n Wild. This is number 536A in dark wine. Beautiful color. Smells like crap. I have to throw it away. It's no good. Old lipstick that was brand new sitting there. Inglot. The company Inglot. This is a Freedom palette. This is a Freedom system where you pick the pans that you want. It's magnetic. It's not gonna fall out. I have to throw this away. Only the pans, not the inside, not the outside. This is a beautiful color. Beautiful mermaidish colors. I consider them mermaid. To know that I wasted money on something that that I haven't used. I may have used maybe twice. 3 times, and that's pushing this, and it was a waste. I'm gonna write to the company. There is an address, and I'm gonna see if they can give me 4 new pans. Yep, they're located in Manhattan. Send them an email. See if they'll replace them. I have 4 of them. Let's smell. I've had them I've been on YouTube 6 years now. So 6 years is coming up in December. So I've had them for more than 3 years. And more than 3 years, honestly. And I didn't use it that much. It's a waste of money. But nothing is a waste of holding my fabrics. Because that's holding my fabric stash. I have 4 of them. In different prints, and they're holding plenty of fabric. That's not including the fabric I have on the side. I have nothing else to say. It is a fabric stash in here and in the hallway closet in the front. So it is what it is. I love my craft, and I love embracing the fact that I can sew when I need to, and I've just been taking it easy. There's really not much to say. It's a beautiful day finally, and it's not too windy. I know it's nippy outside, but it is gorgeous outside. I just love it. And the plane is going away. It's not coming in, it's going out, which is awesome. That's from LaGuardia, as always. What are you up to? Before we end this, I don't know if it's only me. I know on Facebook I have people agree with me. It doesn't feel like the holidays. This year has been a very trying year with all the catastrophes, with all the senseless murders, with all of these painful things that's been happening, and it's been affecting not only the people themselves but everyone, the world. I just don't feel the holidays upon us. It just doesn't feel like Thanksgiving is coming. It doesn't feel like Christmas is coming. It just doesn't feel right. Like we have 2 months left and the new year's upon us. I just don't feel that spirit anymore. It's no longer present. Especially, you know what, with Toys R Us that closed their doors, everyone always flocked to Toys R Us. And this is going to be the first Christmas without Toys R Us. And then in March, Lord and Taylor's is closing. And it's just to know that so many businesses are shutting down. There's a lot more abandoned properties, a lot more buildings going up, residentials, and it just doesn't feel right anymore. Like New York, I'm a New Yorker, I'm a Bronx girl, and it just doesn't feel right. Like everything feels so off. Even Halloween wasn't as fun anymore. Although I got a kick out of seeing someone with Louise Belcher's pig ears, the pig ears with the bunny ears from Bob's Burgers. I want those ears. I want that hat. And I thought it was so cute. But for the most part, I was like, whatever. That's exactly how I felt. I was like, oh, I did my makeup. It wasn't all that. I mean, it was nice, but it was irrelevant. I just could care less in a sense. Like, what do you do? What do you say? And it's just not the same. But for the most part, I am thankful. I am grateful. I am here and I'm smiling because no matter what, I woke up today and I'm talking to you. And no matter what, you're sitting here watching me. And that is something to be really thankful about. You're able to do this. You have the 5 senses. Even if you can't walk, but you're alive. You can get up. You just need to work on your upper body strength, which you can do that on your own. If you follow some YouTube self-help videos, and on Instagram there's always somebody doing something, you may not be able to, your arthritis may be bad. Maybe you need to watch your sodium intake. Be mindful. Maybe do literally a lot of strength training to get yourself strong to handle the world. Because I should know, me dropping a few pounds makes a big difference in my life and how I move. And I know I have a long ways to go, but I'm not trying to be thin. Not at all. I'm trying to be healthy and in less pain. And that's the difference. Because arthritis is no fun at all. It is horrific. But I have it under control because I watch my sodium intake. See, my migraines were a food trigger. My arthritis is a food trigger. Not only aching because of lack of movement, but also if I have too much of sodium or high things with high amounts of preservatives, my joints, my hands will swell up, my fingers will swell up. I will feel it in my feet and in my knees, and that is not a pretty sight. With that being said, I think I want you to write down below, what are you thankful for today, this Sunday morning? Anything. It could be your awesome sewing machine, your serger, the fabric that you have stashed there, your makeup collection, your pots and pans because you love cooking, or your bakeware because you're a baker. How about you're a gamer and you love the games that you have? Maybe it could be anything that you have a collection for, that you really love, that you are passionate about. You love to read. You love to do whatever. I am thankful. I am thankful to be here with you all. Have an awesome day. Have a great week. And we all have to vote this Tuesday. So let's go to the polls and make a difference. Or at least attempt to make a difference. Later, everyone.